Greetings to one and all. This is Infinite, bringing you another game from the Esports League ESL GO4 StarCraft 2 Cup number 23, played on July 17th, 2010, just a few days before the beta went down. The game here is on Scrap Station with Strelok spawning here at the left position against Dimaga spawning here on the right position as the red Zerg. Forgot to mention, it should be pretty obvious, Strelok is the blue Terran, and Dimaga here, as I said, is the red Zerg. Let's turn on this unit production tab just so we don't miss anything. Dimaga correctly setting his Overlord over here just to scout out any sort of weird, if he doesn't see a barracks here soon, he should expect some proxy racks. He does have to be pretty careful against that early racks, one Marine. He could lose that Overlord. But it does look like he is going to skirt this line here, just so he can run away from any sort of Marines. Dimaga giving me a little bit of a shout out right there. But on the map, Scrap Station, as you can see, the only thing separating these two bases is this nice little this nice little line of wires here. So this is a pretty good map for things like Banshee harass, or Mutalisk harass as well. And Terran really would be hard pressed to expand here if Dimaga goes for Mutalisks. And Dimaga, he is going to throw down the 16 hatch, no spawning pool yet. So this is going to be a very economically favorable build for Dimaga. So he is going to have that hatchery up, and with these destructible rocks here, added quite a while ago, maybe patch 12 or 13, it is pretty easy to defend this natural from any sort of early pressure from the opponent. Dimaga pulling his Overlord back, Strelok trying to go send a little Marine there, but Dimaga just has this perfectly positioned. This Overlord right here, getting a little heat bath from these weird jets here, but it looks like he is going to survive. They are apparently resistant to heat. The creep inside them does not boil and allow them to explode. Strelok doing a little bit of scouting here with his SCV. Dimaga not overreacting, not pulling drones off the line to deal with this, which is a very good thing. He is going for that gas. He's probably going to get Zergling speed once he hits that 100 gas. He does have the pool up. He probably could have delayed this pool, given that he's not spawning any sort of Zerglings right now. He is spawning some from his expo. Just a little bit of a timing error for Dimaga, but not really a big deal. He's actually morphing this expansion, the expo hatchery, into the lair. I actually like that play, given the short air distance and Banshee harass that can occur. It does hide your tech a little bit from this little probing SCV. It has seen the hatchery going down, but it has not seen the lair morphing, so he probably assumes it's just going to be a spieling rush, especially with this gas. He does not obviously know how much gas Dimaga has. Strelok is going to be going for a relatively quick expansion. He's just going to build it inside of his main, float it over here so it's not vulnerable to any sort of Zerglings while he builds it. He is going for that fast starport, getting a tech lab on this factory. Probably Hellions and the Infernal Pre-Igniter upgrade. Maybe for tanks. Not really a fan of tanks on this map personally though. Actually looks like he's just building his tech lab. Just to save some time for the starport to float over. And look at that perfect timing. Just as the starport gets over there, that tech lab is done on the factory. Switches it over. No time wasted. He's just going to be able to build a Banshee straight away. Not going for cloak yet. He doesn't have the gas for it. So he may go for that cloak. He is going for the Banshee. Dimaga actually getting a Spire. Getting the metabolic boost. He is hiding the Spire over here, so any sort of scan that may occur, here or at the natural is probably going to miss that. Yeah, and Strelok has no idea that that Spire is there. And Dimaga has Queen here. He's got actually no Queen at his expansion. Probably a little bit of a misstep by Dimaga. Really does need that second Queen over at that expansion, especially on this map where Banshee rushes are just so common. One Banshee does kill one Queen, but two queens kill one Banshee. So, and if they have enough energy for transfusion, two queens will kill two Banshees as well. So, really should have gotten this a little earlier, but not going to be a huge problem. That Banshee is out, but it looks like Strelok is going to wait for two Banshees and still not getting any cloak. He does have quite a lot of gas. Probably should pull some of these guys off gas and throw them on a mineral line. He's not using any of his gas right now. Throwing down a reactor on that tech lab. Probably going to put he's going to put the barracks here. He's just going to go for a ton of Marines. He's going to flood for Marines. Just using that factory. He's not going to use it to build units, just add-ons. Very good idea. Here comes Strelok with those two Banshees, but Dimaga just in time. He's got 4 Mutalisks out, and he's going to take out one Banshee, and this Banshee harass is going to be unsuccessful by Strelok. Very good timing by Dimaga. 4 Mutalisks will obviously kill two Banshees because Banshees cannot hit ground, or sorry, can only hit ground. Dimaga being backed off a little bit by this one Banshee and 3 Marines over here. And he does have some Speedlings on the field. I would actually really like to see them come over here and either harass this natural. Actually, no, I take that back. With this bunker and this Hellion, that is going to be fortified from any sort of Speedlings. So, not sure why. He probably should be a little more active with them. He could easily just run through here, run by, especially with the speed upgrade. This bunker is not going to be a problem. The only problem is going to be the Hellion. Strelok would then be forced to pull units over here, split between the Mutas and the Zerglings, and a corruption going down on that barracks. Just look at that. That is just, I poop on your barracks. You cannot make anything. And if we look at the tooltip here, it does, let's take a look, it does prevent the barracks from doing anything for 30 seconds. It just covers it with this nice little slime. And Dimaga going for a huge macro style build, getting another hatchery here and another hatchery at the gold. So another advantage of this lair being here at the natural is that it is going to be between this and this. It's not going to be at the far edge of his base alignment here. So he is going to be able to bounce back and forth, and his tech structure, his main, is going to be right here in the middle, pretty safe, tucked away. And it looks like Strelok just getting a ton of everything. He's building an armory. He's getting the combat shield upgrade. He's getting infantry level 1 upgrade. And I see centrifugal hooks going down. Strelok throwing down a scan. And he does... Let's click one of these units. He does catch this Baneling nest. He does catch these double Evo chambers. And the Baneling speed upgrade, these centrifugal hooks, or centrifugal hooks, whatever you like to say, are going to allow those Banelings to move incredibly fast, even off creep. Dimaga kind of slacking a little bit on his unit control here. I mean, he's got 11 Mutalisks. He could easily, be picking off turrets even, SCVs, 11 Mutalisks. I'm not going to have any problem with one turret that, just micro one back. Not really a problem for Mutalisks. And as you can see, their income rates are exactly equal without any mules. Now with the mules, obviously that's going to spike up. But Dimaga does have this gold up. He's getting another queen. He's got this up. He is just going for gas right here. It looks like Zerg is a very, very gas-intensive race. So, sorry, that overseer noise scared me a little bit. Like I was saying, Zerg a very gas-intensive race. I take a lot of expansions as Zerg exclusively for gas. Really, if he wants minerals, he should just transfer drones to this gold from here, just because they are more cost-effective, obviously.